following segment is paid for by GN Hearing.
Untreated hearing loss. It is a very serious issue. Joining us now to talk all about hearing loss and the importance of addressing it with a trusted healthcare professional is licensed audiologist Dr. Cliff Olson. Joining us from Phoenix this morning. Dr. Olson, this is such an important issue. There are multiple reasons, medical and social, emotional reasons that we want to treat untreated hearing loss.
Absolutely. Hearing loss is one of the more common conditions that we'll face over the course of our lifetime. And when you start to look at prevalence of hearing loss, in the United States alone, ages 12 years old and up have around 30 million individuals in the United States with hearing loss.
Wow, it's amazing. I mean, so it's one thing because it kind of creates a barrier for social interaction, doesn't it? I know, my mother is in her 80s, and I know many of her friends are experiencing hearing loss or they're now working with hearing aids, and it makes it more difficult to interact. I mean, that's one of the big byproducts, isn't it?
Absolutely. And that's one thing that we're worried about is this aspect of social isolation. When you cut off someone's ability to hear, their connections with friends, families, and loved ones definitely declines. And then you have to start worrying about the consideration, at least, of increased cognitive decline and dementia later in life due to untreated hearing loss.
Yeah, certainly. And so we have to look at, certainly we know many of the signs, I think, of hearing loss. But I think the question too is, why don't people get treated? And many of us put off going to the doctor, or maybe we're afraid of the expense, or afraid of there isn't really even a solution. But in fact there is. And so how are you connecting people with solutions?
Yeah, so I think historically people have put things off in terms of treating their hearing loss, but I think a large part of that is that they just didn't have technologies that could solve the major problems. When you look at what people really want to be able to do, they want to hear better in a background noise situation. And so when you start looking at companies like Resound with their new Resound Omnia hearing aids, these hearing devices have been specifically designed to help individuals in these noisier environments, and up to 100% or 150% better speech understanding, in fact, in those situations.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of crowd noise is certainly one of the reasons people find hearing aids so uncomfortable or challenging in the past. I had an experience where I hugged one of my parents' friends, and because I was talking, I got really close to his hearing aid, and it caused a very loud feedback, which I know is very uncomfortable for him. I felt very bad, but like you said, with this new technology, these hearing aids really are functioning at a higher level.
Absolutely. Not only are they smaller than ever, but the technology inside of them can do so much in terms of preventing whistling and feedback like you experienced with your friend. And you can also connect to other things as well. So if you want to connect to your smartphone and stream audio directly from your phone into both of your ears, you can do that with this advanced technology as well.
Can you really? So you're almost, that's really cool. So you're almost using them like an AirPod?
Absolutely. I think that individuals, even without hearing loss, are starting to be envious of those who have hearing aids, because you can do so many different things with them nowadays. And so I wouldn't be surprised if individuals with normal hearing start wanting to use hearing devices in their normal daily life.
Wow, Dr. Olson, that is super cool and cutting edge. I had no idea that hearing aid technology was at a place like that. Amazing. How can patients learn a little bit more? How can they connect and perchance try out this new technology?
Yeah, so the smartest thing that you can do if you're going to go online and look for more information is go to reputable websites like resound.com. You can even do a hearing loss screener on their website to identify if you may have hearing loss. And if you do, then you can find a local hearing care professional in your area. You can also go to my website, hearingup.com, to find a bunch of great informational videos that I have pulled over from my YouTube channel. And you can even find a local hearing care professional in your area that follows best practices.
Dr. Cliff Olson, thank you so much for shedding light on this issue. We have so many great retired folks here in Las Vegas, and so I know this is really relevant for a lot of our viewers. Great to talk to you from Phoenix today.
Thank you so much, JJ.
Hey, for more information on the amazing technology that Dr. Olson just shared with us, you can visit resound.com.